Hi guys, Kelly here, and we are ready to do another patient testimony. So today I have Abby with me. Abby, do you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Sure. My name is Abby Stegerwalt, and I don't know,
What do you want people to know about you?
I've been coming here for about 4 months or so.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you see Arianna, Dr. Ari, and do the health and wellness program.
I do.
So tell us a little bit about what brought you into see Arianna. What kind of concerns were you having that brought you in? Tell us about that.
Okay. I came to like an evening seminar the first time. One of my coworkers had been seeing Arianna for about a year, and the evening seminar was about mental health, and that was something that I thought was worth listening to. I've struggled with anxiety probably for 15 years, and probably a little bit more depression as well for probably the last 5 years or so. So I thought, I'd come and I'd hear, what she had to say and see if there was anything that she could do to help me.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
So tell us about your experience. What did you find out that night at the seminar? What made you decide to give it a shot?
Okay. So she talked a lot about how possibly the foods that you eat could influence anxiety and depression, and your mood, things like that. Specifically, I remember hearing a lot about gluten that night, and I was like, oh, maybe I should eat gluten-free. So she did, kind of like that nutritional response testing that first night just to kind of see if I was a good candidate. So I decided to give it a shot. And it's been amazing. I've learned a lot about just how my body responds to certain foods. I've lost 30 pounds, which I have, been trying to lose weight for, 5 years. And, kind of done the yo-yo thing where you lose 10 and you gain 15 and things like that. So it was really Ari's encouragement to try something different that really kind of, got me over the hump and helped me to lose that weight. So
awesome.
Yeah.
So let's see. What kind of changes have you experienced? Obviously, you said the weight loss, which was big for you. What other kinds of changes have you experienced from being on the program?
Okay. Obviously, the biggest thing probably is the weight loss. I have tons of energy. I always felt, I guess, kind of like I had decent energy. I never really thought that I felt bad kind of before I started coming here. But now that I feel so good and I have so much energy, I realize how I used to feel, and the fact that I feel so much better. Mentally, emotionally, just a ton better. When I first started coming here, I remember telling Arianna, she gave me the Bach flowers, and I remember telling her, like, after a week or two, I was like, I feel so much better. And she said that the Bach flowers make a huge difference. And going along, I felt so good that I was like, okay, I can stop taking my medication that I was taking for anxiety and depression at the time. So I stopped taking my medicine. I felt really good. And then I kind of quit the Bach flowers for a while. And then I felt really bad again. So I kind of went through some ups and downs, and during that time I was continuing to follow up with her, and she encouraged me to make sure I was religious about the Bach flowers, and I've been back on them for probably religiously for like a month, and again, I feel good now. I know that I've been through kind of the ups and downs, with the Bach flowers and then without, and I can definitely tell a difference. So
awesome. So a little PSA for all of you out there: don't just
flowers.
stop taking medicine.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I'm really glad it worked for you.
I worked with my doctor on that.
There you go. Yes, always make sure you're working with a healthcare professional when changing medications at all. I know even Arianna will
She
definitely stress that.
Yes, she did. She encouraged me to make sure I work with my doctor on that, and I did.
Good, awesome. I'm so glad that it's done so much amazingness for you, though.
Yes, yeah.
So, are there any other elements to your plan that maybe you want people to know about? Any other supplements that have been super impactful on your journey, or is it mostly just the Bach flowers?
The Bach flowers have been probably the biggest thing for me. I feel like I've done a really good job of sticking with the supplement regimen that, Arianna has given me. And, they all together make a difference for me. Food logs were a big thing for me. She encourages her patients to do that. And, if you stick with those, then you really see, where you can make changes, and she can see where you're cheating and things like that. So those have been helpful too.
Yeah. And she's so cool when you have like a bad day or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, there's no shame.
Yeah.
We're all women, or, even men have bad days, bad weeks. You fall off the horse, just like you said with your Bach flowers. Was there anything, was it just like, I don't want to take anything anymore? Or, maybe it's not working as well as I thought it was, so I'll try.
I think maybe I just got comfortable, so I was just like, these probably aren't really doing that much, so if I forget for a few days, it'll be fine.
No big deal.
Yeah, because literally it's like a liquid under your tongue. Like, what could it really do? So I think I just kind of got set in that mentality, and once I kind of got out of the habit of doing it, then I just kind of let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad you got back on.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yep, I won't get off again.
Right? So, what kind of advice would you give somebody considering starting a program, or nervous to schedule, or, all of this looks like voodoo when you see it for the first time and don't know what's going on? So what would you tell maybe a friend that was considering?
Definitely coming from, I work in healthcare, so this is definitely kind of out of my comfort zone. But I think if you just kind of keep an open mind and listen, Arianna's very smart. She obviously knows what she's doing. So just be open to suggestions, and, know that it can help you.